I tell them free my people. Please free my people, Lord God. From your evil, yeah. I tell them open up them eyes. Black man, this time you gotta be wise. Black man, be careful of wolf in a disguise. Black man, anyway, tell them you can be foolish in a this your time. Open up your eyes. Black man, this time you gotta be wise. Black man, be careful of wolf in a disguise. Black man, anyway, tell them you can be stupid in a this your time. This a no racial song, you are just reality. Me speaking from my heart, so without partiality. The system don't press the people with them authority. It's only one set of people that face poverty. Tell them well who in at the kitchen is them affiliate. So long Babylon system, them take the chain off how we feed them. Have a plan with them divide. Feel it can't get defeat. Everything them do, Jaja don't see. Black is the opposite of white. The absorption of light. Full time we must unite. Real African Kushite. Anyway, so the man a rebel with a cause on a rebel. Real revolutionist man a burn out the devil. Man come to motivate and edify all my people. Cause Babylon system them now level. I tell them open up them eyes. Black man, this time you gotta be wise. Black man, be careful of wolf in a disguise. Black man, anyway, tell them you can be foolish in a this your time. Open up your eyes. Black man, this time you gotta be wise. Black man, be careful of wolf in a disguise. Black man, anyway, tell them you can be stupid in a this your time. Oh, for the information about our history. So many lies, Babylon, them a try to trick we. Them thief we scrolled, yo, what a mystery. Like Babylon feel we forget about slavery, yeah. So many ancestors have been brought on ships. Chains and shackles and so much licks. For centuries them keep preaching the same old lyrics. New tactics but the same bullshit. This time you open up your eyes. Black man, this time you gotta be wise. Black man, be careful of wolf in a disguise. Black man, anyway, tell them you can be foolish in a this your time. Open up your eyes. Black man, this time you gotta be wise. Black man, be careful of wolf in a disguise. Black man, anyway, tell them you can be stupid in a this your time. Martin Luther King, black man. Malcolm X, him was a black man. Haile Selassie, black man. Marcus Garvey, him was a black man. Nelson Mandela, black man. Barack Obama, black man. Kwame Ture, a black man. So this is why yo I sing my black song. I think to set my people free. Set my people free.
Yeah,
set my people free.
For your bubble.
Set my people free.
Hey yo!
Black to black world. Welcome black.
To black. We are black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We here. Tyler in the house celebrating you strong.
Yeah, boy. Haha. 22.
The big 22.
Deuce. And it's not no empty 22 neither. Don't get it twisted up. Don't get it twisted.
It's it's hard to we look back at boy. 22 what you was doing?
I was working. Nah, but I didn't live direct one. I was working at Alabasti at the time as a waiter.
Hey mommy, blessed day.
Auntie mommy. Greetings.
I was working fire prevention at the company I worked the longest. Yeah. I was already living on my own.
I too.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's good that we do better for each other and that you have a 22-year-old child and you don't have to be on his own right now.
Yeah. Ask him what we talked about just last week. Last week.
You know, we ain't pushing now.
Nah. That ain't making no sense.
You leaving home with your mother have a house or your father house to go and rent.
That ain't making no sense.
Nah, we breaking that, boy.
That ain't making
breaking
no sense.
that.
Not especially the fact that we have land. You understand? If you want to be things so much,
go and chop something on it.
Go in the back. Papa one bedroom in the back. We go link the toilet, the tiles, everything. Just go and pin it in the back.
Yeah.
Right? Turn your own key. Me not no problem with that.
So 22.
22, boy. More life and good health.
More life and
Thanks,
good health,
thanks.
brother.
Yeah, man.
More
Prosperity, strength, guidance.
And as you say, I mean, and it nice to fall in that the topic we want to deal with today is word, song, and power.
Mm-hmm.
And there's still are people that still ask me, why every time you send a message, you'll say, more life and good health, or you tell somebody blessed day.
Mm-hmm.
I say because years ago, I remember going to African conscious class,
Mm-hmm.
and the man say, how you just greet people early in the day and they see them, and he say, and somebody, everybody, most people respond and say, good morning.
Mm-hmm.
He say, that is the trick in this language now. How do you mourn good?
Actually, as I said, that somebody sent me that in our WhatsApp this week here. And they say that's how they used to greet the slave masters used to greet each other after they slaughter the slaves.
Yeah.
Good morning.
See? I didn't hear it from that aspect, but
I have it. I was sending fair.
and he's like, even though they take out the U and tell it's a different word, it's the same thing. So how do you mourn good?
Yeah.
So that way for me, like, no time of the matter, the time of the day, when me say good day or blessed day, right? And it's the same thing. I pick up this one from my father. He don't believe in wishing people long life, but not good health now.
Yes, Akino, I love the man. He know that. He know I love him. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
He know that. Hey, big up Kim when he chat too. Belated greetings. We had a nice little time down in the 145 on Chagrit Road there. Bring back some nice memories and thing. I almost feel like I was in the base, boy. You dig? I know he's still celebrating. Yeah, boy. I hope nobody didn't feel any young in the chat there. So we have a video. Actually, it's a video, but they will hear the audio from the video, which is what kind of sparked the topic this morning. Because my same Bridget kept sending this film this morning on Instagram, and it's from one of our preferred reggae artists by the name of Kabaka Pyramid. Right, very conscious youth coming out of Junior Gong camp and Protege camp. So DJ run the track there. Let me hit.
To have people of a certain frequency of mind, we can't get there without raising the vibrational level of the people, and that we can't have the levels of poverty, the levels of ignorance, the levels of distraction going around in society, and hope to raise the consciousness. Because how people even go to choose a leader for themselves if we ourselves not sense, and we are said dunce.
They're saying it ironically.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
I'm trying to defend the
word sound is power. So the word sound where you put out there, that's the frequency you're bringing around yourself, and that's the color that you're putting in your aura. So you have to be careful what you're saying and doing too. Enough of them song, if me have you, me nah make them listen to them thing. You're mad. If artists have sense and them have any level of intelligence, it's the intelligence in you that gives you the responsibility to or makes it that you should take responsibility for what you're putting out there. If you're not in a sense and you said dance, I don't blame you. If you actually dance and you said dance, I don't blame you. But if you have sense and say you are put out them vibes and it is having an impact, where you see the youth them actually take Mali in a school and all of them things that now. And say the word sound where you put in the music somehow is connected to that. To me, you have a responsibility.
All right. Now let me start by saying that this topic is not specific to the music, right? While yes, it applies, I don't want it to turn into a bashing.
One aspect.
One aspect.
Because it's very wide.
It's very wide. And let me start. We could start with the music and we go move to the other segments, right? So the brother basically saying that as somebody with sense, if you know you have sense and still choose to put out a particular frequency or particular energy, then you're more or less being irresponsible. Right? Now, as somebody who grew up in the hood, laugh until going through all the ups and downs that come with coming from there. Starting to what we would consider a bad man tune. Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, Ninja Man, who lick out to front it, whoever. I've also been through different walks, so I've been able to experience motivational speakers who would always say, through your words, you will manifest certain things. I also had a conversation last week with a customer boy, and she said that there was a situation that took place where her husband brother end up touching something belonging to the husband, and when the husband come home, he trip off on Shina. Alright? And she get a wrongful cuss out. So she tell the brother, she say, hey, it had certain things there. You interfere with that? No, me ain't touch that thing. He going down the yard. She say, well, here what going on. Anytime it's you that interfere with that, you will walk the road. And she leave it at that. Right? Today, the man brother is a madman. Walking the road. Just as she say. Right? So, I want to start it off with that because I want the viewers and the listeners to really understand the power of the tongue. Right? Growing up, we hear all kind of thing. I still tongue keep a wise head. We hear word, song, and power. Well, we hear that mostly through the music. And your parents always tell you, watch what you say. Because they know in themselves too that it have power in the words.
The system know that too,
The system know it too.
And the proof of that? It's a good word and bad word.
Good?
Good word and bad word.
Of course.
You can get charged for using certain words.
Yeah.
Certain words they consider derogatory. Imagine that, eh? And that is how powerful we is to us African people. In Jamaica, for example. Blood clot. Bumbo clot.
Yeah.
There are certain places you can't use that word.
Can't. You can't.
You understand? But when we hear that, it don't really mean nothing to us. You understand? If you say FUCK in certain places, in Trinidad, they get charged. They get reprimanded. As a child, they can get licks.
Oh, yeah.
You understand?
I had to pull up myself last night, yes. Genesis spit it out as I don't say it, boy. I say, oh, God, boy.
Yeah. Right? Even a word as simple as damn when we were training.
Yeah, it's balance for that.
Yeah, they know we use words like damn and things. So we know to a certain extent without really knowing, because we ain't go most of the things that does affect we don't dive deep into it.
Yeah.
We know to a certain extent how powerful words is. Right? I'm real glad today though that I don't hear it as much as we used to hear it long time. When people telling children to stupid.
Yeah, boy.
If you notice that last couple of years, it's not something we hear.
No. But I mean, remember, we know better now.
Yeah, but we hear them thing long time. You stupid, eh?
Yeah.
You're stupid like your father, or you're stupid like your mother. We used to hear them things a lot now.
Yeah.
But I'm proud of us. That's one of the things I'm proud of. When last you ever hear somebody tell you, a child that?
No.
But I hear that growing up. Not necessarily to me.
Yeah.
Right? But I've heard even teachers.
Yeah.
Right? I have a godchild that hear a teacher say the word stupid and think is in relation to him and stop do schoolwork. Stop do schoolwork. Brilliant child. And when the parents and them going in school and they get to the nitty gritty, right? Because the child reading papers and thing home for them, how you coming in school and can read a schoolwork?
And I chip in.
Right? So, and that is the power of the word. And with that word, some power, I realize too, a big part of that is interpretation. A real big part of that. And we so powerful, boy. We just make trends.
Don't go no further. Remember the launch? The anniversary party? What you say? You ask.
boy, I
Man
tell
talk to the weather.
And I tell people that to people outside of the circles, to people who real superstitious, to people who overly religious, I've been called a Obia man. It's a term now that I accept.
Right.
Because I know I have a certain power. I think I'll put my own hand behind my neck and push myself on and explore it more and learn it more.
Right.
But something with me and the weather, because it's not the first time I've been telling you I do them thing already. I used to live in El Dorado, and washing for me was a Sunday morning ritual at a certain time.
Yeah.
Because I work in Saturdays too. And where we was is in the basket or the valley, right? So anything come over there,
It's yours.
bus day we get all the clouds had to come over where I was living. And I remember like when my neighbor them used to see it too, and they didn't know what to say and how to react. Why I in the yard doing just pass over, just let the clothes dry. I don't need much time because in an open yard,
Plenty
direct
breeze.
sunlight and plenty breeze. And you don't need nothing better than that. That's better than a dryer. You understand?
Yeah.
And I began strong. I wringing out my clothes proper. I mash up plenty clothes out to it. Right? But it used to work.
Yeah.
We talking about I need half an hour for the clothes to dry. And half an hour you're in either run outside to pick up the clothes or while I'm picking up the clothes. Because I'm mindful that what I asked for. Plus I'm also mindful I asked for it. I ain't looking like I'm working but I seen the clothes.
Yeah.
So we fast forward to the launch last month. The anniversary party.
Yeah. Slash relaunch.
Slash relaunch. Right?
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was rain forecast for rain Saturday.
Right.
And a big part of the program was to be outside. Right? The Saturday during the day, the weather clear up a little bit because we was forecast to have some bad rain. We had bad rain the Thursday and the
yellow
Friday.
alerts for the whole
Yeah, the
weekend.
yellow alert, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? You say, nah, you ain't calling off nothing, we going.
Yeah.
We're watching. When we reach up in the evening, we watching the weather. Say, I tell you, this is where I'm talking to, the Mother Nature I'm talking to. All Orisha who in charge of dispersing water. All I want from all it is to let we have the outside section.
Yeah.
That is all I want from all it. Me ain't telling you don't do all it. I just want that time and then we go.
We will figure it out after that.
We do the thing, the Tyler model.
Yeah.
And when the vote at Thanksgiving after all the outside done, and no jokey rain,
Yeah, boy. We couldn't even move.
no jokey rain.
We couldn't move.
You know,
It's 1:30 really there.
you understand? And the rain fall for a good while.
A good while, yeah.
It fall for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
It hold up a little bit.
Yeah.
And
It just hold up for we to leave.
Yeah.
For we to bring in the tables and thing and then we leave.
And as real, try to be mindful like now, like you know, like especially situations in my life within the last year. I actually have been told by an elder, don't wish nobody bad. And not out of goodness. But out of what
Where you feel.
what could come out of that now, you know. Because I also know people who had that same power, like I say the woman talk and it disturbed them that something they said manifested
Yeah.
on
In such a
somebody.
way. Yeah.
And they feel bad now. I not the feel bad type,
Especially if you're white for them.
right, because I am not going to wish bad on any and everybody.
Yeah.
You know, but it's something to always be mindful of.
Of course.
Right? And I mean the music aspect of it, I remember the music that we grew up on, Sizzla and was just here. In them time, that was the music that was so influential to us. I don't know if at that time, Sizzla, Capleton, Anthony B, Cocotia, and Louis Koch, I don't know if they had totally overstood. I suspect they did.
Yeah.
The power
They had.
of the words, not just the power that they had, but the power of the words
Yeah.
and the way that they was bringing it across to us. Right? And that is why for me, one of my favorites from Capleton is the more them try to kill me, the more me live longer.
Yeah.
You put in that there, That's what I told them in 2020 when the world, me not in no trend thing. I king since I was a youth man.
Yeah.
I never like what everybody doing.
Same.
You understand?
Same.
So 2020 when the world jumped on the Black Lives Matter, you notice you never see nothing from me from that.
Yeah.
Because something about that never sit down with my spirit. Because I tell people, you screaming Black Lives Matter to people who have never shown you that they know Black Lives Matter. We didn't talk about how we just treat ourselves yet. We didn't talk about that yet.
Yeah.
And we can't leave that out of the equation.
Of course we can't.
But then you're going and tell them, I can't breathe. But you tell me you know the power of the word. If you're walking, when you can't breathe, what does happen?
You did?
You just die.
Yeah.
And it's an excruciating way to go.
Yeah.
Like, yo, I can't put my energy behind that. So I did a t-shirt mark. I will breathe with a black office. Because to me, I understood
The word.
the importance of that word. I mean, if we could have get that energy directed, it would have obviously had sincere people in the crowds.
Yeah, of course. And
Right?
still.
Well, imagine if we could have get one of the leaders talking to tell these people, let's chant for us to be able to breathe, and let's use it metaphorically. So we don't just want to breathe through here. We want to breathe in our community.
Ease we up.
We want to be able to come back outside. We want to be able to send our child to the park.
Yeah.
And know that they will play and be safe and come back inside.
Yeah.
We want to do things for us in a breathing space that is controlled by us. Can you imagine if the world was taking a knee and was marching? You remember them protests in 2020, right? When we supposed to be on lockdown, 50,000 people here, 100,000 people there, then other countries pick it up. All of them chanting, I can't breathe. Anything change?
No.
Nothing can change. The people get rich who supposedly start the
They see
Black
an
Lives Matter.
opportunity and
I
they
tell them,
capitalize on it.
and I will never support it. I will never support it. Because again, the same word, song power, is also supposed to teach you through experience. We have the words of elders and ancestors who did certain things that we can look back on today. Because we just always say looking back, when you're looking back, you're 2020 vision. Like, yo, trying to do things for black people with non-black people does never work, We want to unite with everybody else except we self, boy, and bring them in to solve our problems. That shit not working.
It will not work.
It cannot work.
Yeah.
You can't sit down with somebody who looking like you, who have your same experiences to work out your problems. How you work it out with your own people then? Or we have the words
Yeah.
and the experiences of people who tried.
Yeah. And that in itself too, it just goes further to explain exactly what we're saying because, let me go as far back as Marcus Garvey.
Right.
He started, right? They kill him. Malcolm X came, they kill he too.
Right.
Martin come after, they kill he.
Right.
Tupac started to talk the same thing. He did. But what live on? The words. Because once that person put it out there, the intention and the mentality, it will never die. You could remove the people no matter where you want to know, but as long as it have books out there and videos out there and audio tapes out there of these people speaking, the word will live on. And that is what I don't understand. These people just like the dotish because you keep trying. You think? But that's let we live. Let we live. Because you keep removing the people who bring in the information, who trying to uplift we, who trying to bring we together, and you keep snuffing them out. And every time you snuff them out, the next one rise up. Just like badness. Cut off one head, two more rise.
And even when they do that, it does make it more impactful.
Of course, because now you make them a martyr.
Exactly.
Right? You make them a legend.
What we have to add to that way of saying there is remember the system don't sleep.
Yeah, we just sleep.
And the system is a continuous, rolling, living, evolving thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have had friends ask me, "Who is this system you're always talking about?" But I exactly out of ignorance to try. You understand?
God.
Yes, out of ignorance to try and stop the conversation.
I will.
Right. So I personally do I think I have ideas that might solve some of the problems as African people would, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one of the things I do feel I have a answer for is how to get through to we.
Yeah, that's
You know? Because
that's not even a quadratic equation, by.
Because I mean, we listen to people like Bob Marley. And the only reason I would come outside of Trinidad to call that is because of his reach. Because to me, right here in Trinidad, we had people that bring that word in song and power. You listen to some of the Mighty Duke.
Black Stallion. Shadow.
Even Kitchener. Sparrow. When you listen to some of their calypsos about our situation, about the things we were enjoying, about they even had ideas. Like, all these things in playing, boy. So as Kabaka said in the video, it's something I say for years. I was telling this morning when listening, I feel like if I listening to myself, I rather deal with somebody who is totally ignorant of everything we're talking about. I'll deal with that person easier than I will deal with the people and them who try and hear what we're saying, or wrong what we're saying for a while, and trying to defend everything that does harm to us mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, and financially. All because they think it's not affecting them. I just find it hard to deal with them people. You understand? I really rather deal with somebody who is totally ignorant of what I'm saying. We have a better conversation about it now. Because you can't tell me that. You can't tell me hearing you're stupid, that you expect a child to go to school and come out with 6 passes.
Yeah. You're going to be bright. You're going to be
No,
bright.
the child bright.
Yeah.
But that word has an effect on you.
Them, yeah.
Especially if you're not getting another word to counteract that.
Yeah, from nobody else.
That when you reach in school, you have a teacher or a friend with like, I can't be, you real bright, but help me with this now. Or you did great on that, continue to do this, check out this as well. You know, you're going good. If you're not getting that to counteract
The
that.
balance, yeah. You're dead.
And that's what I said about the music from our era. Yes, we had
Badness.
Batman tune, as they call it. Plenty of them artists that used to sing what we call Batman tune also used to sing uplifting music. It wasn't one-dimensional for them.
Yeah.
But then we also had the artists like Sizzla, Louis Culture, Luciano, Capleton, Anthony B, Determined. We had a whole slew of artists singing that music. Right? A song that has really stick with me is Morgan Heritage, where they ain't seen nothing to smile about. And I just want to add that to that word song and power. That environment. Like, you say, look around at the place that because you say the tourist man ask him, you know, we come Jamaica is so nice. Why you look like that? So serious. We all call it screwing now. Why you not smiling, man? And say, look around at this place. Do you see anything to smile about? You know, and to me that goes hand in hand.
Of course.
With hearing it, because you could hear it, you know, you could hear a good word. And then you walk outside and there's graffiti all over the place.
Place dirty.
Remember I tell you when I went in Success, the time to talk to the children. And before I met the group that I was supposed to talk to, I saw 2 young ladies walking. Say, good day. I looking for so and says, right. I said, this one ask all this on before they go. If all they had to say in them doing something now to fix the school was the first thing you would want to fix. Both of them say clean the school and paint it. Because they don't feel right? What I make sure and tell them is that could be done next week. But then 2 days later, it's back to the same way. Because the people who painted it is not the people who dirty it. But at the same time, I tell people to say, we're painting it for because them trying to just paint it back. We like, well, then we done. Because if that's our response to trying to give a child a clean environment to be in, we don't want betterment.
No.
I painted it every time. Them other help me paint it every time.
Yeah. And that way now say there is the most important part, because what we always do is we try to fix things without involving them. You know?
Yeah.
And we can't do that. Same thing in the house. All in the house dirty. But when the weekend come, you cleaning but them on the tablet. On the laptop.
Not by me.
You understand? Not by me neither.
And mine is only 6.
I tell them, I say Saturday is chore day. Nothing else is to happen on a Saturday.
Until you're done.
Because Sunday is family day.
Right.
Right? And I don't want nothing hampering me from deciding we go in Hagandas, we go in the zoo, we go in cinema, because you and I and your shirts. Right? Saturday. And you want to do that today. Or you in clean and we have to do that today. And we waiting on you know. Everybody else done, but you in do your thing. And you're keeping back the team. You understand? I'll go back to something too, boy. My big brother Jed, I used to feel sorry for that man, you know, boy. Every Friday the 13th, every Black Friday, what they call Black Friday, he used to boss it too. Every Black Friday. But here what used to happen? He used to look for the Black Friday on the calendar. And see.
I know I want boss mine.
Yeah. God, boy, every Black Friday there's boss my too, boy. It must continue to happen, brother. Because you point it out there. You understand? And you keep saying it going on happen, it going on happen, it going on happen. You know, for the listeners who have never listened to The Secret on YouTube, the whole video is on YouTube, right? They have a DVD if you want to find it. There's a book if you want to read it. Right? It deals with the laws of attraction. We talked about this on an episode before. But it also in there speaks to the power of the tongue. You know, speaking where you want into existence. You know, you say, all right, you want to buy a house, but you have to be specific. Where you want the house, how much you want to spend on the house, where you want the house to look like, what area want the house in, how much bedrooms you want, upstairs or downstairs, flat or upstairs and downstairs, split level thing, how much car port, you know. And the specifics in your requests is where you will get the return, you know. And now we have this big thing on Instagram and TikTok about manifestation, right? And people not understanding the power of the manifestation. The same thing that everybody teaching you on Instagram and TikTok now is exactly what we're talking about. Because if you listen to, like, we come down here listening chronics, right? I went to a funeral this morning. I really was not in the mood to feel somber, right? Because it's my good friend mother that passed, and she's like a mother to me too. Big up on Sasha, Sherry, Renel. But I say, boy, I don't feel like feeling like that now. So I listen to something a little uplifting. Listen to a little chronic skanking thing. You know, I go on in the church singing. And it kept me throughout the funeral now. Because I was singing it in my head. Yeah. Right? So I want to superimpose that to listening to something negative or hearing negative speech on a regular basis. Even self-talk. If you get up every day, use a man looking for work now. Right? If you get up every day and say, boy, I get a job this week. 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 By Friday, I kid you not, if you don't get a phone call to say, hey, we receive your resume, X, Y, and Z, interview X, Y, and Z date, ting. You will get somebody call you and say, hey, somebody looking for somebody, boy, ting. Call this man, call that person, ting. I see it, I use it, I do it all the time. You understand? And I always go back to it. Had that night, me and Candace went to a party, boy, on Rush Street by what's the name of that club there, boy? They closed. They changed the name now. Just before, can't remember. Was a teeny bopper club anyway, right? So we go on the party thing. Normally when we will go with people. So the DJs, we age, that kind of vibes. You know, as someone old boy. But that night in particular, the DJ was playing real gunman tune, boy. So when I leave the party, my head done bad. Right? Thing, we go down the road. In the car now, the radio playing the same thing. I say, all right, coming down Park Street, make the right by Scotiabank to come down Richmond, and a man give me a bad drive though. I take off in that manas. You know why? Because the energy it done build up in me now. You know? And it's not an indictment on the artist. You know?
We're just showing you
it
how
just shows
powerful
that energy does affect you now. Right? Nobody can tell me that them will go to a Marshall concert and stand up. It might have one or two tune that is garbage. Right? If you come and sing Ants, chances are we ain't dancing. Right? We're going back. But by the second tune in that party, breads, the place does be shaking. Because as people say, soca is happy music.
Yeah, I think though, even more than that, boy, I think Marshall Montano is one of them people who understand totally
energy
when it relates to wood song and power.
Yeah, of course.
But you see something there that are battling with
Tell me.
right now. You see that self-talk?
Yeah.
Battling with that, and I'm trying to be a little braver about my struggles.
Yeah.
And not just hold it in.
Yeah.
Because I've had in the last couple of months, I've had two people reach out to me and tell me that same word again, but they have my ability to talk about certain things that I've been through, help them. And one of my brother-in-law even tell me, you know, you mentioned it too, but it just kind of strike me coming from him. I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Your situation not taken away from where you had to get to the world.
That's a fact.
Yeah. What self-talk and the way you talk to self. Yeah, boy, because simple. So this morning we having a little chat in the school group. And I had to say more than once. I don't think it was received the way that I mean it, but I said more than once. The Nubian experience is not a brand.
You text it or you send it in a voice note?
I text it.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, that's in our voice note.
Yeah, that's in our voice note. Text don't ever carry.
The Nubian experience is not a brand. The Nubian experience will never trend. Trends just fade away. Right?
And the Nubian experience is here to stay.
Yeah, this is a lifestyle. I mean, to hear somebody tell me, and I was telling them that, and he was right in the group, that when he porn, he t-shirt mark African royalty, he just always feel that kind of way. And people just move and respond to him differently. That is what this is about.
That's a fact. I experience it.
That is what this is about. Right? I really and truly not catering to the people who need to have a white man name on the chest. Because you know, I was always stressed on the white man name. You like brands, quote unquote brands. But it's never somebody who looking like you.
They will say it and not nobody like we. Who doing it? They will always say that.
We had food, look, I find a picture of me in a food up there, the thing there.
Yeah.
We let that feed. A South Korean company by them.
Well, it's a two ways to look at that, eh? Because I don't know if I sent it to you. Did I, boy? No. I saw it on a tweet where a girl was saying, and if I could find it, she was saying that we need to stop supporting black-led organizations, right? She didn't say black-owned. She said black-led organizations. Because what we always end up happening with those organizations is they sell out. right?
After they make what they need for themselves.
That's right. They sell the brand.
And then
BET
the same
did
black
it.
people had to
We had to find somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know, and
I agree that.
we had to start holding on, which is why when you say the other day, if somebody offer you 5 million for the Nubian experience, that you will consider it, right? Now, for me, there's a thin line, right? Because it's a thin line between you getting your financial return from your brand versus the community losing the Nubian experience. Because there's no arguing. If you buy Swaggy It, the chances of you continuing doing what I doing is slim to none. Right? Because you might have the money to purchase what I have. But the ingenuity,
The mindset.
the mindset, the vision, the action,
have to be the same.
it will not be the same.
Yeah.
Right? You might bring in another barber who you feel could run the franchise for you. But the whole aura of the business, you remove it.
Yeah.
Because you buy it out, you know. But if you buy it and you tell me, Karen, you're going on a way to stay as a director, or I buy the Nubian experience, but I way to stay as a director in the company because I want it to be, I don't want the brand to die and I don't want to lose the essence of the brand, that is a different conversation.
Now, let me tell you this real. Because I know it is probably piss off some people with my directness when it comes to this, right? And this do apply to you.
Yeah. Me?
Because, I mean, I think right now you are more Nubian experience close than me.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so.
I could have this conversation we having here with you. I cannot have this very conversation here with many other people. Because you can't tell me don't sell the Nubian experience, but you don't buy nothing.
Well, yeah, we talked that already.
The only reason that I would even consider to sell the Nubian experience is because that one-time offer is something that I could do something else with.
Yeah. It's astronomical.
You understand what I'm saying?
Astronomical, yeah.
I will never sell the Nubian experience for chump change. I know about it. I'm not making it as yet with Song and Power. But I know now that there is the potential too with what I do and what I created.
Yeah.
But my reality is we want to give. You understand? Talk all kind of thing. And as I was telling my school friends today, we just give all kind of reasons as to why we don't wear our own things. Because the Nubian experience is not the only black-owned clothing line.
Oh, please.
Right?
Yeah.
None of them, you can't wear what I just do a little too ultra for you, all right? None of them never asked me to
Put more onto somebody.
put more onto somebody else who doing something similar or nothing.
Yeah.
Because what you wanna have right here from Trinidad, I'll call Omari. Saga boy culture. Right?
God save the creative.
God save the creative. But even if we want to stay on the black part, but not as the way I just do it.
Yeah.
You understand? There's no Wabia designs. Good. Yo. Wicked. Right? The brother real talented because do see the kind of statues and thing he's carved and thing too. Tall, almost as tall as the building and thing. The brother bad. And he know Trinidad. Because I reach out to him. And
He's not at Trini?
no.
Okay.
Right? But he know Trinidad and it have all them thing. But we make that excuse that there is too something. You can't wear a jersey with an African symbol.
It's two TOO.
What's that?
You say it's two something.
It,
That what you mean?
meaning I too black.
That all right. That's what I mean. TOO. Yeah.
Right. You can't wear something with an African symbol. But here's where a man on a horse. You don't know what that symbolize.
Black people don't play polo.
Correct.
I never turn on a TV and see a black man playing polo on our outside. Ever.
What about the Timberland sign?
You understand?
The tree.
All the thing that they allege with the tree.
Yeah.
But you still buy it.
Yeah. The Levi logo.
Yeah, they say that is them ripping we up. But you
Two
was
horses
still
drive running
pulling up.
step
Right.
up. Yeah.
I never even see a Levi logo. I don't know what it look like, I should say. I just know it's
But we
Levi's.
still do it.
Yeah.
It is alleged
Yeah.
that Tommy Hilfiger say he didn't make it thing for black people.
Right.
It died down for a little while. And then come back with a mega boom about 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And
Yeah,
still,
can come back with them.
still floating.
Don't point at me.
Not you,
Not
not the
I.
generation.
But it's still floating up so
Don't
right?
associate myself with them.
All right, sorry. Humble apologies.
It's going up still.
Yeah.
But here, what? And you're buying all them thing and buying them thing, but you're watching me to tell me, I do wear symbols, you know. That red and blue to signify that man who say he didn't wear, allegedly say he didn't wear, he didn't make it close to black people. That is where they buy it. They pay plenty money for it with just that little red and blue thing. What that symbolize. But you do wear symbols.
Yeah.
You have a hot one on your belly walking here, you know. You reach by the toilet, it have no words, you know. It only have two symbols. Where you're closing your hand going somewhere else. Symbols is a part of how we just speak.
Of course.
It have symbols that will live on longer than this language we're talking.
Yeah.
Because this language is a bastard language. This language just really make no sense. Eh? Dear. I just say 3 different words there, you know. I just say 3 different words there.
4.
You understand?
Say it, you could say it again and one
yeah,
more.
You understand?
Yeah.
But a symbol, all right. I was telling you, the little man by who come here yesterday. You think the symbol for the sun will ever change?
Never.
Because it's practical, and
Yeah.
symbols is a part of life.
The rainbow?
But you're telling me you do use symbols
Yeah.
in your vehicle.
In?
In your vehicle.
You ain't even have to reach in it. The grill, the back door, the trunk, everything about it. You see the logo?
Right?
Yeah.
It's a symbol.
Yeah.
You want to turn left and turn right. You just block out the arrows and thing. Because in your symbol, those in your vehicle, it ain't telling you left and right. You know?
No.
But it are 2 arrows that are symbols to say the same thing. But we watch one another and say, to make it as an excuse, I do wear symbols.
Yeah.
And again, all of that is part of the word song and power because you ain't even trying. But I just say to them, that is, for me, that is dedicated ignorance.
Yeah.
Where, meaning, you want to stay that way because you comfortable,
Is a big term for it, cognitive dissonance?
right? Exactly. With where you at and the lifestyle you live in. And I have no problem with that. You know what is our problem with? When you're trying to justify it to me. I know better. I even telling you, you are wrong me. So that's what I keep saying. I rather do this reasoning with people who fully ignorant about it. As opposed to somebody trying to justify that nonsense to me. I really, really rather deal with them now.
Yeah.
Because you might actually get truth out of them. Because they really don't know. You understand? And to hear people today, you know, say certain things in certain broad brush manner that is accepted.
Yeah.
But then when they say like, we have a friend that they say black people don't do good business.
Never say that to
And
me.
every time,
They dare not say that to me.
every time he deal with black people, he's get bad business.
Just now. Don't say nothing else. Here why. Do you see that way he's saying there?
That's what I tell him this morning.
Right.
That's what I tell him this morning. I look
Yeah.
at topic today.
Yeah.
Word song and boy. I say, King, you pulling that on yourself.
That's right. That's right.
Because
Go ahead.
between the two of us, we just probably do 1,000,000 more times refer a black business than he would ever have to intermingle with a black business. Right?
That's sad.
I'm saying, I do get much complaints that, you know, hey, you recommend Tyler, and I ain't satisfied with nothing. I do get that plenty.
Nah, we don't deal with shit. That's the
You
first
understand?
thing.
I know, I always tell him that. I
That's the
always tell
first thing.
everybody that.
We don't deal with no
I'm not
garbage,
telling
bro.
you support a black business just because they're black.
Yeah.
I'm telling you by somebody you good.
Yeah.
Right? Well, you can't tell me that you saying and you're saying you're
You
being
say it with your
honest.
chest.
That every time you deal with a black businessman, you just get shaft. And when you deal with the other ethnicity, you just get
Everything must be
service
nice.
way beyond.
That's so. Let me tell you why. And I had to tell our brethren this in our chat some years ago with regards to how he's deal with police. The man say every time he don't like police, which is fine. I don't tell you you have to like nobody. But if you going into a interaction with a particular kind of energy, meaning that you tell yourself from the time you leave home, which goes back to the secret, right? I will tell you there's some more how just get good park and thing just now. The man say every time he deal with police, it is end up in almost blows. And I saying, but bro, it can't be that. It can't be that. No, I experienced the wrong side of that already, where I was fine. You know, I mean, I go into town to drop my son to pick up my daughter from school, and a policeman pulled me over because he and the garbage truck driving like ass on the highway. So he in the middle lane, the garbage truck on the right lane, and I trying to get to the lighthouse to turn off, right? Them driving at 60, cause rain falling. It drizzling, it falling, right? But it had a little downpour and it stopped, it eased up. So I pull on the left, overtake them, indicate, and went to the furthest lane to the right, which is to merge to go into the lighthouse. When I pull up, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it's because I raise my head and see a soldier standing up in front of my van with an AR pointing at me. Come on, Ivan, come on, Ivan. I mean, where the mother? What kind of mad thing is this, boy? Them days I wearing the black and red swaggy lit shirt with the embroidery money in the back. So I come out the van, I confuse. The police now approach me. Spread out, and start to pat me down. So I asked the man, come, am I in the back seat, eh? He in the car seat in the back seat. And I'll tell you how that scar he too. Come out the van. So I come out, things spread out, whatever. So I asked the man, I said, Brethren, where is all of this? Now remember the van had the logo on the back. My phone started vibrating in my pocket. Call. Everybody started call. Karen, what's going on? I see it, ting. When I come out, I see the messages now. Hear him. We had the right to search you because we suspect you have a firearm in the car. I say, my brethren, you seen my son in the back seat, eh? Now, I'm not trying to reach up here because it's guns. It's not tasers and torchlight and baton and thing, right? It's bullet. So I sit down, I say, rain falling, king. I trying to get to pick up my daughter. You have me in the rain. Nah. That's why if you don't put on there. I say, homie, you see how fast you was going? I said I was going 80 to approach to pass you to come over. Yeah, but you splash up in there. You splash up a woman thing. I say, brother, I started to feel like I going mad now. Because I try not to approach you, brother, with no kind of ignorance now. Because you coming at me with ignorance. Thing eventually, thing he call in, thing. TCY 9496, TCY 9496, thing. By me hear the man respond, no priors, let him go. Just happened to be Candace's cousin. Right? Things sent me on my way. So I'm married now questioning me that, but daddy, what you do? What caused that? Because we ain't doing nothing, breads. But why trying to show this man is, if you approach it like that, you will get that result now. Because that could have ended up a totally different way. Yeah. Kai could have said, what you pulling me for, boy, thing? Bam, now, I lock up. My son had to go down in the station. They had to impound my van. Because of the way how I approach it, verbally now. So I tell him, I say, yeah, we're going to I will try something for me, though. The next time you meet a police officer, before you do anything, just give them me time of day. Good afternoon, officer. Good evening, officer. Good night, officer. Wind down your glass. Just follow the order. Don't go into the interaction with ignorance. Because we know you don't like police. And a man can pick up that. Because if I don't like you, brother, I can't hide my feelings. I've been trying for years. Right? To try to chameleon it now. If I don't like you, I could be a wrong here and at least try. But I can't do it.
The next thing to, I don't know if it's a Trinidad thing, I could only talk for here.
Right.
Being out of here much. The way we just talk to one another, boy. I want to read Aquino last comment day. Mm-hmm. He says symbolism is strong. That is why the artist Prince changed his name to his symbol, because the record labels owned his name through the contract, but didn't own the symbol he chose to represent himself.
My Lord.
That is intelligence. That is intelligence.
Yeah, you go ahead and own that. I own this.
Son? But the way we just speak to one another too, boy. I mean, I guilty. I ain't trying to talk here like if I know, you know, saying to no nothing. I always remember my daughter was some months old. I go to a bakery to buy bread. And this is the, well, I mean, well, so we need bakery for what I.
You can go and buy pie.
And this is the other side of Wood Song and Power, right? So I asked the lady, I ordered this stuff and thing. She was a Jamaican girl. She said, "Ooh, hear that voice." But that little girl, she'll go up straight, boy. She can't do nothing wrong with you with that voice, boy. You know, and but she'd mean that, like, you know, she was afraid it now.
Yeah.
And I think that is one of the ways that we just lose looking at the power of words because of the tonnage that has come with it now.
Yeah.
You know me, I like to tell them we choose to tone over topic
All the time.
and sometimes miss out on a real thing now.
Yeah.
Because I can't help it if my voice had this amount of bass in it.
Yeah. No, but passion, people
You
is always
understand?
confuse passion with anger.
We ain't even talking about the passion yet, you know, because there's a whole other thing
Yeah.
that I just had to hit them. I say, you know, I tell them, I say sometimes always bowl are wide and I set it for 6, you know. So I get 7 runs, you know. Right? The way we just speak, we talk to people real bad, right? When they really, sometimes especially if you sitting down and listening and watching an interaction, boy. And I watch it especially with children and be mindful of it because I've seen where I've been guilty of it.
Right.
You buff a child and talk to a child a certain way, and then you don't want to give them the space and room to
feel.
and digest, and
Yeah.
then you tell them, "On if my mother still there, we're crying for you. I'm gonna get something to cry for." You know, we can laugh at that now, but to me, that real,
Nah, I guilty at plenty too. I just had to
Detrimental.
remind myself. Where vex for?
yeah.
Go be vex. Be vex with yourself.
What I'm trying these days
Yeah.
is to soften the tone to my daughter. Because while I know that she know
Yeah.
daddy loves she, it also her love in the way that I talk to you.
Facts.
That same word, song and power, right? And I always go back to something Safia said on the program when she had the incident with his son and she had to go in his school and the son was wrong and thing. And, you know, like she could have, I think if I remember, she's like, you could have see that the son shaking, you know, he worried that mommy reaching out and thing. And she had to let him know, hey, we dealing with this, you know, but I love you still. I always try to keep that there, that I might be correcting you. And more than anything else is fear as opposed to hearing that I correcting you. And knowing that I still love you even while I have to correct you now.
Yeah.
And that is part of the word song power because you might tell your child something because really and truly it are dangers children don't understand. Right? A simple thing I'll tell my daughter, don't walk on the
Outside.
the manhole covers. And we're passing on to that and
Manholeville.
I don't understand why it is about the 3rd week that big drain, the manhole, the cover still fall. Not the manhole, sorry. The pavement covers or the used to go. Every time we pass now, I show she I say, see why I do want to walk in and cut that drain. This happened to be one of the deep drains now. But as I say in that days about the 3rd week,
Still open.
it's still open. And it's deep. Imagine you coming there in the night and you don't know. Right? Show that danger now. Because I'm telling you it. But when you add sight and vision to the word that I gain you, right? It have a love you could get to from that word song power.
Of course.
It have a love you could get. And we ain't talking about personal man and woman love. A simple thing as a greeting. Tyler, you know, long mean see you, boy. Good to see you, my brother. I hear you now graduate, boy. All the best, boy. Thing, boy. In a hurry, I have to go right here, thing, and you're gone. depends on who get that, you will feel
Yeah,
that
good.
genuine thing from them.
Yeah.
And that just change your whole vibe. You understand? And I find we don't do that enough in our community.
Because we don't know how to.
Yeah, well, boy,
We don't
I
know how to.
trying, boy. I trying all the, oh God, boy.
It go happen, it go happen.
Let me get this. And this last week, Osvaldo come. I give him a bounce, the man will hug. You understand? But I we brother, and we have had this conversation in that group
Yeah.
about that, and we really didn't see him in a long time.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Not to mention he battled a lot of things before.
Yeah,
since
and
BG
them
last time we see
them
him.
a real bad now.
Yeah.
You know, based on how I met him and what we talk about and things since then. And I'm still not comfortable with it. I ain't even gone front. You understand?
Yeah, that kind of physical expression between men is a difficult thing. I hung up on the Saudi. I mean, the brother big, so you know, it had to kind of stretch now, but that my dog still.
What was
it could tell it.
it wasn't
No, it was not uncomfortable because he needed it now. You know, and after, you know, he realized, but he said, but I didn't realize. He doesn't know. He said, boy, right now I'm trying to hold up, but he said, I cry enough. You know, I tell him, I said, I'm going to be all right. I say, just go through it now. You know, don't try to submit it. Suppress it.
Yes.
Yeah, don't try to suppress it or subdue it now. Say, because that not going to help you. That not going to help you. Let it go.
But the
Right.
flip side though, I hug up my sister recently and I didn't feel weird.
Yeah.
That's a star.
I was like, no, the same thing.
You used to feel uncomfortable before?
Yeah. Not uncomfortable, but not. It's not our first go to then.
Yeah.
You know. But I didn't feel. I didn't, you know, think like, oh, all right, okay. What I can say is that, and I'll put it out to the universe, hear them words that I want to continue to grow with me and my daughter. That is not something I have a problem with my child.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can express that love and show that affection for her and not feel no way about it. You understand? Actually feel off when I ain't get it for a little while
Yeah.
and say it. Because she will roll and she sleeping. Sleep. Love you, daddy. You sleeping about 3 hours now. All right, love you too. All right, okay, all right. Because not the love you that catch me, no, you're like, yo, you sleeping,
Yeah.
you know? And it's something that I really want we to work on as a community. Because we really want to try to end the program tell people we got to live in love. And love is an action thing now.
Yep.
And we ain't talking about what Hollywood showing me, you know.
Yeah.
Or just simple thing, Christmas coming, heal out your neighbor, talk to your neighbor, you know, some kind of something. And we used to have it long time. I was really trying to figure out where that went to. Because just last week I saw my partner, the sister, post a picture of the grandmother. Auntie Maxine, watch for that. That woman treat me like she own grandchild. Used to make sure it have food and things for me. Yeah. It's the first house I knew growing up outside of my own home.
Yeah.
I could have just walked in. Like I live in there. I'd rather stop and call or stand up. I'd rather stand up outside the gate and call. When I reach upstairs, I'd have to stop by the door and knock. No. I started walking and Auntie Maxine most of the days in the week. I come there, your food. And if you know me,
Yeah, man.
I ain't
I was
saying
saying no to
no.
that.
Right, but I remember she used to do Thanksgivings.
Regularly.
Right, yeah. And these Thanksgiving, 2 things I remember about them Thanksgiving. The amount of people used to fit upstairs there, and then there's still have people downstairs in the yard. And I don't know where that goal used to be, but it only used to come out for the Thanksgiving. Now you see
Gold as in what, jewelry?
Yes, brother. The kind of jewelry that you see in these superstars in we communities wearing.
Yeah.
There's the 80s and 90s I talking about. Auntie Maxine is the way that kind of gold. At least that's how it looked to me as a child. Big sleeve, band and all kind of thing. But only for
Thanksgiving.
that I remember for the Thanksgiving and thing. But they must saw them sit down in the gallery upstairs. And everybody passing and talking to she upstairs there. Maxine, how you going? That was the community vibe. I lived with my grandfather for a good portion of my secondary school life. And then until he passed. And I remember, like, if I guaranteed to come home every day and hear I'm either meeting somebody there or hear somebody pass just to check him out. If I come home early and I stay, because I'll leave and go and play basketball, the next funny thing, you only sleep, eat and shit here. I wake up in the morning, I go to school.
Yeah.
Come home, change my clothes and go by my mother and them to play basketball. And come back down and he go and sleep after Panorama. But if he sit down in the gallery, he built where we was living, the gallery facing south, when opening on the west. So when the sun going down, where we located, they get in that full blast now. So he built my grandfather's a genius. He built a screen for that. But it's not blocking out all the lights, so you leave space on top and below. Just that direct thing that coming at you.
Yeah.
When he built that, the lime in the gallery increased. Son, sit down on that chair.
Yeah.
Passing Mr. Lewis, Uncle Lewis, Mr. Loveless. How you going? Like young and old. My oldest friend, Jason Joseph, who is Auntie Maxine's grandson. You know much time I come home in the evening and meet he say no line with my grandfather. That is that love.
Yeah.
We're not talking nothing about what we see on TV and what we're trying to get
trying
from
to
the mills
emulate.
and booms and all them kind of thing.
We
We're just talking about the way we used to live.
Yeah.
The people of them quite down the street know we. It's straight down Bar Tire from, let me say 6th Avenue, straight up to Sour on Full Street.
Full Street, yeah.
I know everybody at that time. You understand? As a stranger now, we can't move out. But the families that still living there, I know them. But that's how we used to live. A simple thing as football in the road. And then you sit down, everybody sit down after. And they're talking, that is that word song power. Because that word song power that you sit down there for that half hour after, bring it inside like this.
Yeah.
You really lose that, boy.
Definitely.
You could connect with somebody and talk with somebody and bring out a true friendship. Of a playing a game here and that person in Tunapuna.
No.
Definitely
Definitely not. The Spain game still 0-0, yes. 99 minutes.
Yeah, boy, there's two sports addicts here.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, you gotta check in on that. It's World Cup. It's not tennis.
A surprise coach in the chat. Hey, look, Mendoza rich boy.
Hey. Hey, shallow.
Yeah. Right. Again.
Yeah.
World Cup. World Cup was a good time to Lime. But to me today, the Lime is a whole different thing. Now, corporate Trinidad take the Lime to a space where they best benefit.
Yeah.
Because I remember when we played in the World Cup, when Trinidad played in the World Cup, I was telling you that yesterday, the Lime was by we partner to watch the games on them.
Yeah.
Because of the closeness of that crew that I used to work with at the time, the Lime was there. We go up there, might have something to eat, a little thing to drink, and thing. But we was genuinely, because that team is a team that I went and see the last batch of we qualifying matches.
Yeah. I
Right.
had real belief behind that team.
This is before the belief though.
Right.
I always had a shout out to my partner Brent.
Yeah.
I remember Brent. I remember seeing Brent in Tonga Saturday. I ain't ashamed to say it. And Brent was like, I seen him in the football jersey, in a Trinidad football jersey. Right?
Yeah.
I say, well, we going say boy, that game today, boy, World Cup qualifiers today, boy. And I was like, you going there? He's like, And he was like, yeah. And I remember I carry a youth man I used to see about at the time of game.
Yeah.
Stress off at Brent and Lal, going. I end up going to a game and small man have a whole section to run around, can't have nobody in the stadium. One of the things I've actually lost though is I had about 5, I have a pit side, 5 ticket stubs and the express back page. When we qualify, laminated. I'm mad I lost that. Right? But even in that now, so like World Cup, why there's that time to lime?
Yeah.
But for we to lime together, so if you're living, but then again too, it all comes back down to something we talk about on the Surety community. Because plenty we move out, like me. I moved out of Sawa Bataria when I first moved out of home. And I went into a strange community.
Yeah, same.
Right? So that is something that has changed the dynamics. But World Cup was a time to go by. That's an excuse to go by a virgin.
Yep.
Saturday games, Friday games. Don't talk for wherever the World Cup. You know, if it's a games are coming in the evening.
Yeah. But
Come on, man. By a virgin and it's real noise and whom are telling all they're making too much noise.
Yeah.
But that's where it was.
yeah.
We didn't know at the time that them things was bringing us closer together. I say to you, with our supposed intelligence now, it's time for us to go back to them things.
Yeah. Well, I tried my best because I just make sure the children and them come together for birthdays and Christmas and, you know, bring them together so they could come in. Right now, I feel so bad for small man, boy. The man keep reminding me he want to lie with a married boy, and I keep forgetting over the road.
Yeah.
Elijah, you know.
Christmas coming, school going on close.
Yeah, so I had to keep it in mind, and I want to do something. I keep saying I want to do something for the street too, but you know, so it going. What shall I say? It's now 12 o'clock.
You say the same thing my mother said. Don't ignore us. You know,
Yeah.
But and our next thing too, somebody telling that where I grew up in Sawa, every holiday, public and non-public, Mother's Day, Father's Day, I remember with Monday.
Oh, good.
All them little thing, every little thing. Once you home,
Yeah. What went on with that? They just drop it off?
Yeah. But every little chance they had,
Yeah.
we had a
Lime.
community thing.
Yeah.
DJ company speakers, we are wrong robin. I remember Christmas Day sweat. Yo, we talking about that since October. Again, word song power don't just apply to your China talk consciousness.
Yeah.
I remember when I was old enough now to be a part of the planning process, going up that road Christmas morning, through the tubs and them, the drums and them in the back of a van, and going down the road for beers. When we come back up the road, you understand, and the sweat.
Yeah.
I point out, do you remember how dread it was? I remember our friend, quote unquote friend, that didn't believe that I leaving home Christmas morning about 6:30 to go and play basketball.
Right.
Now I'm going down by that same Auntie Maxine first,
Right.
I'm going to need something there. And then walk up the hill and go and when you reach up there, there are people there. 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Men out. But them times, your significant others know. Because I talk about a time when I was young, Tyler age and a little younger, and there's other big men playing there, but their significant others knew that there's a routine, a ritual. All them things die out now.
Yeah.
Christmas Day, 50, 60 people there, more even more.
I'll tell you this. I was watching, is the name of that cartoon, boy? Crudes, part 2. With the better months.
Right.
Right. And something they say, remember the Crudes now, them are custom sleeping in a ball. What they used to call it, boy, the family. The sleep pile, they used to call it.
Yeah.
And the Bettermans and them sleeping in their own rooms now. So Mr. Betterman ended up telling him that what separation creates individuality. That's it. That statement hit me, boy, because I watched it before.
Yeah.
But you know, you're watching it, but you're already watching it, the TV that's on, and that statement jump out at me, boy, and I say, you know, That is exactly what we're going through right now. Because in their situation, when he split up the crudes, the father become uncomfortable because he accustomed having his wife they close all the time.
Yeah.
He accustomed having the children they close all the time. The tiger used to thing and bundle them up. And then he say, you know, he don't really like that now, boy, because it just kind of break them apart. And while he understand the individuality part, he lose in touch with his family and he didn't like it now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's going on with us today because that's the European model, that's the American model, right? That's why we had these big houses now. 5-bedroom house, 6-bedroom house. You really think I could put 4 bedrooms in my house? So my 4 children could be comfortable? That madness. The boys and them sleeping together, the girl by she room by herself.
Yeah,
Because individualism could create a next way. You know? I ain't trying to separate all in either.
It's a fine line
Yeah.
because I
need your space?
battling that as well, where the closeness are between me and my daughter. It are certain things are trying to separate. Not over nothing else, but you're getting bigger. You know, but not to leave you by yourself. And sometimes I think when I look at the animals and them, maybe we should go back to some of that now, like, because I do, I hear people like, that man now, you 17, you know.
Huh?
He's a man.
He's a man now, but you 17, right? And the way you go and work, the way you contribute to the house. And like, I start to look at that like, if in the next 11 years when my daughter is 17, I expect her to work and contribute to the house. But then that would mean that I failed as a parent. Because at 17 years old, you're not ready for this world, no matter how intelligent you are. There are certain things that the experiences you have at 17, no matter what you do, what life you try to live, good or bad, you're not ready for the world.
Exactly.
Some statement I had at the time, it was like, yes, it could be legally an adult at 18, but it still had 17 years as a child.
Yep.
And 1 year as an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Facts. You see, I tell you, he's not an MT22.
Yeah.
He has some bullet in him.
You know, and that's a mistake I don't want my child making.
I am not making that
Right?
mistake.
At 17 years old, you got to talk to me. Every time we go and talk to children, I tell them that if you could use your word, your song, and your power, and be brave enough to ask your mother for the newest color of the Jordan that coming out 20 years now. That every time a new color come out, they charge you more.
Yeah.
Or for the newest iPhone,
same thing.
where all they do is we make it a little square.
The new one purple, brother. Take your time.
Right. if you ask your parents for them thing and them knowing the cost of it,
Yeah.
then you supposed to be intelligent enough to ask your parents, like, Mommy, I know right CXC, but it had this course I want to do. Or Mommy, I want to go back to school. It had things that I didn't get to do here. It had subjects I didn't get to do that I want to do. It's going to take 2 years. And I also encourage young parents in that too. When you, I just try to figure it out all. And somebody told me, well, you need saying that 'cause you can't afford it. It's not nothing I can't afford.
Somebody tell you that?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't have nothing I can't afford.
Yeah, some disrespectful friends, boy.
Well, that was not friend. This was in our conversation. You know, you'll be having conversations and people will hear it and feel guilty and feel stupid because they're doing some of the things you're talking against. Right? I say, I could afford a Jordan for $3,000. But then what?
Yeah.
Say some all they doing them thing and then he meeting properly.
I mean, you're walking in the grocery with her on your foot
No,
to buy
kudos.
150 in groceries.
Kudos to the people who could do it and still maintain a healthy lifestyle. I have no problem with that.
Oh, well, you work
Me
hard.
ain't talking to you. You could buy our shoes for $3,000.
Right.
pay a rent or a mortgage when the month come.
Yeah.
After you buy that, still go and make your monthly groceries. In the middle of the month, your wife or your girl say,
Let me go somewhere.
yeah, and you can still, Preds, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to
Mind
you.
your business.
Yeah. I talking to the people and them who buying that,
Yeah.
then go and lie down on a sponge.
Yeah, boy.
See the posturphedic, them don't know where it's that. Right? I could do that.
Yeah.
Of course I could do that.
Yeah.
Right? I tell them like, as my daughter get older, send generic thing. If you're giving her something, give her something generic. And I will institute that from probably next year for her birthday. Because she will start to learn the branding and stuff.
Yeah. She started to recognize it.
Yes. Right? I want generic stuff for her.
Yeah.
Right? And I want more educational stuff for her. If you have to give her anything, I'm not asking for nothing. But if you feel to give her something, which we would always appreciate, it had to be something generic or something educational. Because that's what we're doing. When you're a 16-year-old child walking around with a $5,000 phone and a $2,000 shoe on the foot, but at the same time not getting grounding in something else. You ask some of them, imagine that, and I do it on purpose. I watching you with a certain type of phone, a certain type of shoe on your foot, and ask you, what form in? Form 4 or 5? Form 5. What you want to do when you finish school? I know yet, nah.
When you gonna know?
Like, yo. And then some of them will ask them, that shoes you have one day, you ask for that or your mother or your father just gave that? I tell them I wanted this. But you don't know where you want to be? That is the power of what they're marketing to us
Yeah.
via their word, song, and power.
Very, very true.
And we had to find
But that's
a
what
way.
that is what advertising is. Word, song, and power. And it's so powerful that you ain't realizing, because as we talk about the subliminal messaging in the advertising, sometimes because the eyes, they see faster than the brain, right? So sometimes an image flash. The eyes see so much things, but you only recognize one of them, which is the thing they want you to
Processing.
recognize, right? But if you slow down that and you look or pause it and look at the background of that thing, is a Sprite logo, is this, is that, is the next, the father have one of Jordan, the mother have one this, the father. You know what I mean? You start to see things now. But in the moment, it moving, you ain't seeing that.
Yeah.
Right? And then you want to know about why I like this particular shoe. Why? What about that I like? You know? Or why I like this particular jersey. Or why I want to buy that toaster. You know? You see that in advertisement, you didn't even see. They're not advertising the toaster, you know. They're advertising tablets, but you see the toaster. So, that toaster bad boy. You know?
So yeah, what Mendoza say, right? If the reason for sending your children to work is to contribute to the house, then you are at a point where you still need the help. You didn't fail if you did your best.
Facts.
Before I go anywhere else, I want to address that. Right? The generation before us, that might have been the case.
All right.
Plenty of us, or what they did, and we had to give them real kudos for, is they real try to make sure we get what they thought at the time was a proper education to put us in a better place than they were.
Right. Which is all they knew.
Right? Which is all they knew, and I always tell my mother thanks for that. Said she, because I know that is what you didn't know. And it's not your fault that the system lied away about that. Right? So I would agree with that in them case now. But when we come to today's world, where we know so much better, we have access to so much more information. Imagine to read some of the things Sheldon Mendoza does post 20 years ago. Most of we might not be able to work and acquire that kind of knowledge. You know? You have to like literally go and sit down in a library or go by somebody who had them books when them had the time and you had the time. You understand? Right? So you say after, but if you know you were a slacker and you just pushing the burden on your children now, then that means you feel, and that is why I'm talking about, because that is a big part of it. You understand? I cannot. It had a change, but I cannot let my child reach that age.
Yeah. I want to address that last comment there, where you say you should, however, endeavor to earn enough to provide for your children and your children's children. Now, the burden in that is that many of us were not handed or given anything from our legacy to be able to provide for our children. Right? We could only provide for our children and hope that what we give them, they could give our grandchildren and our great grandchildren. Right? Because I am not mincing words. I not number to call 466-4687 MIGs. Yeah. Let's see if it will come up in the chat. It come up there?
Yeah.
Nice. We want to tell you about YouTube, boy. We check it. We check it out there, so we now reach out here. Yeah. A lot of us will be or are the first millionaires in our generation, right? Because of the amount of money we earn between the time we start to work to when we retire. Also because of the amount of assets we will acquire between the start of work and death, right? What we have to do though is ensure that if we do unfortunately die before we put anything in place, is that we have shit in place, right? And when I say that, I mean you're married, your wife's supposed to know if A happen, what's supposed to happen. With the life insurance policies is who your pension with, who your health insurance with, who this with, who that with, who your credit union thing is. You see this shit where we just want to be with the wife money is the wife money and the man money is we money. And she don't know that you have a hidden account. Take it now. I think that Miguel calling there. You answer it?
Pleasant good day, everybody.
Yo.
Blessed day, Miguel, my brother.
How you going? Everything good?
Just cool, boss.
Cool.
Right. Andrew, you know me a long time.
Right.
And you know me with my little 2 cents.
Right.
Right. You say 2 things there. Well, you say plenty things, but there are 2 things there that you say that one of them are 2 cents on.
Right.
You see what it is? You ask them children and them what they want to be.
Yeah.
Right. Now, in we days, when it is you ask a child where you want to be, most of the time you used to hear doctor, lawyer, police, fireman.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. I asked a child the other day, what it is he want to be? Man told me, well, when he finish school, most likely he go get license and pull a little PH. Right?
Right.
Next one tell me, he pep always there.
Oh God.
Right? Next one tell me, he have a little in by the tire shop up the road.
Right.
So he done looking to get in there when school finish. So all the fellas I talk to is from 5 fellas, right?
Right.
Now, all them up, nothing wrong with them up.
Nah.
Nothing wrong, because I just always say, Andre, you know me a long time, I just always say hustle.
Yes.
Right? And I just hustle every day, everybody know.
They ain't robbing nobody. That's the most important thing.
You're right. Yeah, go in and look for work, right?
Mm-hmm.
What I had an issue with is the standard or the level.
Yeah, that they aiming low.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is you aiming, I used to, at our radio program, I used to say, aim for the moon and the stars. So even if you miss, you might get the clouds.
Yeah.
Right? That was a slogan for our radio program.
Yeah.
Right? And I think we need to instill that back into some of the children.
Oh, for sure.
Agreed totally.
Right? Another thing you was talking about just now. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Sorry about that. Yeah, this one make me lose my train home again, but oh god. Hey. Oh god.
The second point here, you say you make us.
Yeah, boy. Sorry, we was talking about it just now. But,
The legacy?
yes, that legacy thing. Now, since I small, I always hearing people say that black people don't plan for generations to come. They just plan for Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is very true.
Yep.
That is very, very true. And that is not, in most ways, before, that is not really their fault.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But now we have all this information.
Yeah.
And everything. There are people willing to sit down and talk to you all day and try to help you.
Yeah.
Right? Another thing they used to say is if it is you had to hide something, hide it in a book. Right? And I mean, I might be sounding like I'm talking in parable, but these are things that we could understand and see where it is. We will not ostracize, but put in a position that we felt way less just because we didn't recognize or realize what was going on till we had the time.
Correct.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So that is just my little 2 cents on that.
I appreciate it.
I was always promising to call in after I feel call in today.
Yeah, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, King,
That's
yeah,
a
King.
nice 2 cents, man.
Right? And I mean, if I'm willing to help anybody with anything.
Right.
I mean, schooling thing, because Jay could tell you. Yeah, I mean, you know, with the song, like he just say, he just song like if it is, people just say, you go song like if it is just showing off, but it's not showing off, you know, your accomplishment is not show off.
Exactly.
I agree.
Right? So, if it is, you could put yourself in a place, it's education.
Mm-hmm.
Just, not even your job, just the way you carry yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could actually help somebody coming behind you or put somebody on the right path
Yep.
to a situation that may not or may save their life or just put them in betterment for the future.
Correct.
Agreed. Totally.
Right?
Yes,
So, right? So, boy, all you have a blessed day. Everybody who listen have a good day.
Yeah,
You too, my
man.
brother.
Right? And all the best, everybody.
Same to you,
Yeah,
my brother.
blessings,
Well,
man.
any man pork bad. We waiting for him to bring out the actual, you know. Yeah, meat box.
Miguel
Meat
is a
box.
man that had to tell her, boy, you's a chef, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, he knew no chef training.
Yeah, what training? Brett, let me tell you something.
When this man bubble,
Yeah.
I
starting to realize more and more that some of the things they put in place to formalize things
It's to keep people out.
is to keep people out.
Yeah, long time.
Because you can't tell me Miguel is not a chef. You can't tell me that.
I remember Miguel bring us sweet bread for we in the Emancipation Village here.
Mm.
And people, that was like 2017 or 18.
Mm-hmm.
People still ask what our sweet bread is.
Silky, yeah.
So Sheldon Mendoza say here, there is a story of a man buying a piece of land and an elder told him to plant thick trees on it. And he said it would take 25 years to grow. So the elder asked him, what if your father had planted it? So
To carry real money in it, cheese and
no, but not just that, but that is just to show you that is
vision.
planning for
Short-sighted.
exactly for your own children.
Yeah.
You have the land now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All means of earning a living has to have some merit, but you have to learn to dream big. Hey.
I still battling that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
will
you know
talk-
I do it, yeah.
I will talk that big.
Yeah.
As you woman say, I will talk it big. That's something I battle because partly to where I come from, you know, and then having to adapt to doing business. And I realize I personally accept that, I think small with this thing. I've seen that, right? That dream big thing, the song are nice, but sometimes it's scary.
You know, I tell you, there's a fear of success too, you know.
Yeah.
People just talk about the fear of failure, but there is a fear of success too because plenty people don't know if they really hit and the thing get big, They don't know what they're gonna do themselves. Because they have no plan for it now. You know, and it's not I not trying to song no kind of way because they don't teach that. You know, it don't have no school you could go to where they teach you to dream big or where they teach you to be prepared for if you have an idea and you try it and it work.
But not just even have school for that. It's not something we encounter plenty in everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, if you ask me, if you had asked me 10 years ago, 6 months into the year, the first year, if I would have still be doing this 10 years later, I would have tell you, I'm not sure. You understand? And if you had asked me if the things that I have accomplished during the 10-year period, if I thought I would have, I would tell you I don't know. Because at that point in time, I wasn't thinking about that. You know, I just plenty people say, but we don't think down the road. But sometimes you can't afford to. You know what I mean? You had to make a decision in the now.
And I always telling people that, boy, it's not all the time people worthless. Right now, we behind financially, economically, and mentally when it comes to that, right? And Miguel touched on some of them things there. But not all the time is because of worthlessness or you don't want to or nothing, boy. You see that thing where you say they just have some time when you can't even stop it.
Yeah. But if I stop.
But breads, that's why I tell the children and them don't go and work. Yeah. Because I started to work, I working since I go to school. And then when I leave school and I start to work, I could have gone on to do, I have the academic ability that I could have done more. My parents couldn't afford it.
Right.
So I work in. Bam. I get big. I feel big. I want my own place. I share a room with my brother and them. So I go on rent, right? Big mistake. Because 3 years into the renting, you're stuck there, you know.
Yeah.
At a job where I ain't have no room for growth. I have a rent to pay, and I don't start to have bills and things to pay. Whereas I tell people all they work, all these figures, you know, I was working for $250 a week. Living Europe, working in LC Coro, having to pay, well, at that time, I'm feeling older. Rent was $500 a month. Right? But here my salary, this is 2001 or 2002. $250 a week is $1,000 a month minus NIS and health surcharge every week. You had to pay $500 out of that in rent. I had to pay light bill. And I take cable. That don't make no sense because you still have to travel and eat and all them things. Today we should not have children doing that after some of us had those experiences. And rent today did not raise at the same rate with our minimum wage.
Yeah.
That is the word song and power I want to power it to parents. These children can't be being sent out there to
do the
work.
same thing you do.
And that's why I tell them in 2020, in the middle of a worldwide pandemic, that is all I saw when they forced children to write CXC.
And I see.
All they wanted to make sure they have all the workforce in place. That is what I see. Because I write the exam, all right, it's not like when I done write the exam and I get the results, you be close enough. So I can't go and carry the paper to sign up to go UE.
Yeah.
So where's the real rush?
What's the point?
To write the exams. The mental and emotional toll that them lockdowns take on people. You still rush them to write the exam.
Correct.
But that is what it is a workforce. Because it's what? Nearly 20,000 children just write the exam every year.
Yep.
It's a workforce.
Yep.
Unskilled labor that you could pay any kind of thing. And we willingly sending our children into this. In 2022, heading into 2023, I don't want no excuses for that. You know, as Mendoza say, it has some people right to really not be able to based on the thing, but not all of us.
No.
We can't have, when you go and watch and everything is a job, you're working and you're getting paid, yes, eh? But when you go and watch the jobs that some of us know we don't want, when you look into who own the business and who working in the business, if you have eyes to see, you understand. Children not ready to work and go out there at 17 years old, 16 years old, you write CXC. When you're still 16 years old, you get your results. What you have to offer an employer that you can make a good salary.
Yeah. Oh, you know. Well, you know, at 16.
Yeah,
Look,
brute
Sheldon.
strength.
Yeah. Sheldon say, if you are afraid in real life, you should at least be brave in your dreams. Do not allow your real life fear to have life in your dreams. Ja?
My fire.
Readers and violent content. Parental discretion is advised.
Fear, F-E-A-R. The acronym means false evidence appearing real.
Them first couple of lines, they boy,
Yeah.
man, boy. All right, that is your knowledge dropping there for the week today, Tuesday.
Take a week off. Take a week off.
Shit. But that is what it is, you know.
Yeah.
But that is what it is. And that is why they say people like Mendoza and them, I just take heart and inspiration from them because I watching this brother that I know from on Facebook perform on a stage in Dubai, Dread.
Yeah.
You know what that now, boy?
Not Dubai, Port of Spain. Dubai.
A brother from Sugar on a Street
Yeah.
on a stage in he red, white, and black.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheldon Mendoza from the girl forever. Take it. Like, yo.
We know he, boy.
Yeah, I know he. I tell them plain, me and Fred to big up people I know who doing good things and big things the same way you go watch somebody else big day. So I ain't see but I'm being in chat today. But like that, my brethren, he ever watch line, you see them watches? Yeah, I went to school with you. You understand? Yeah, that was, I personally real believe in that. Right? That same energy. Because I say it all the time. As I said, it used to come from a place of venom. It don't anymore. But I have family and people who call themselves my friends that you will never know that their family or their friend runs a business. Because you would never get no kind of airtime on their social media. But when you watch the person, I tell you the other times, I used to be like, what's them now, boy? Like, all right, that's your choice. Yeah, what up? Yeah, thing what you go do? Yeah. That's the choice. Yeah. But that is the world that we live in. And then we still question how we not doing better when them is the little things that we can do. Because breads, I tell them, I scrolling through, right? And I see a swaggy lit post. I ain't taking me nothing to just do click.
You gotta do it twice. Share, send.
3 times actually.
Huh? 3 times.
On Instagram is 3.
Right, yeah.
But that ain't taking me nothing
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. And that's something I see he's do too. I didn't realize he had Bridget doing so much thing. And them now start to live.
And I tell them, I the first person to tell when you want to do a business.
Yeah, because we singing it loud.
Like, yo, get in there. You read it up on it already, you check it out already.
Yeah.
Oh, you done launch?
Yeah.
Don't bring it, send
Come
it,
down,
send
man.
it, send it.
And you know swag too. The driveway is always available. People who are the little products and looking for a little springboard. Just link me.
Well, we go talk about that too. We go talk about IA, December the 17th.
December the 17th.
The Black Marketplace. Did the 5th year, I don't care.
It's 5 years already we doing this.
Right? It's just the 2nd year that we have in other.
Vendors.
It's the 5th time IA. Sheldon, if you're back in Trinidad that time, pass through.
Yeah, please.
Right? We'd have leathercraft, wines, puncha creme, clothing, finger food, trademark designs will be there with unique pieces.
Going on and big up.
Call them out, call all the businesses.
All the businesses. So we have trademark designs, we have Jason Designs, Leatherworks, Hills and Valleys Naturals, Xander's Homemade Wine, Marie's Thrift Shop, S&D's Hydro Garden, Divine Motivation. She's do like bakery treats and thing,
Right.
cookies and biscotti and bread and thing. Marvelous. That's not wait, boy. Marvelous Creations. Yes. Marvelous. Yes, Marvelous Light Creations. Fun Juice. Nubian Experience. Swaggerlicious Foods.
Snaggalicious food.
Or Snag is that N?
Yeah.
Snaggerlicious Foods. And the Ancestral Healing Herbal Pharmacy. And Holistic Wisdom with Holistic Foods.
Yeah.
That is everybody there? Nah, the Ankh.
Yeah, boy, you're good.
Right? And the Black Agenda Project.
Black Agenda, yeah.
Right? So we have twice the amount of vendors this year. So it is going to be big. All you come out, show all your support, pick up something for the family for Christmas. Pressure, boy. Oh, God.
say too,
Penalty kicks, boy. Morocco up too.
Yeah. A big part of that is
Peace and love, Spain.
just sharing, keeping some of the money here locally now.
Yeah.
You know, I remember.
You can see he's still not a chef. Boy, behave yourself, eh? You're the baddest pork in tongue and you're not a chef. Because you're not working at the Marriott or the Hyatt.
Boy, and I sure he go in that place and do something.
He'll kill off all of them. That kind of food he's cooked there. You know, one of the things when we was talking about the music, boy, when he was talking about Sizzler being responsible for plenty people confusion to be to Rastafari.
Down and staying calm and, yeah.
Part of that equation we always forget is how everybody gets so shaken, boy, when he went and joined them and Dash and them fellas, boy.
Because
And
we had
started
looked
singing
him
that
like,
rubbish.
because that's how we had looked him.
Yeah, he was an inspiration. He was a motivator. So when you go on from singing Black Woman and Child to, what was his name, right?
Okay.
Ultimate Hustler, Real Gun Smuggler. What?
Sell out.
Miguel, what is that? You know, it hurt people now. People was like, but how? You know, like, why are you doing this? So we looking to you for positivity. We looking to you for that kind of motivation and strength and thing and die with you singing out. You know, and then he didn't last long on that phase. But then when he came back to the Sizzler, we know. Everybody was like, well, die what we know. You know what I mean? And everybody embraced him to the place where no, I didn't think he doesn't even sing that song no more.
And it's so powerful, boy, that we experience it while it was happening.
Yeah.
Not realizing what we was experiencing. I don't know if people like Mendoza and them had known what they was experiencing when they was experiencing early Sizzler, early Capleton.
Yeah.
You know, I was a real big Anthony B fan, early Anthony B. Right? And we had some of them that we just hardly hear of these days, people like Determined and them who had some real heavy hitters and things.
Yeah.
People like Luciano, that album Where There Is Life.
Mm-hmm.
Every single track, 12 tracks. Every single track is a problem. You understand? I wonder if we had, well, I know I didn't know. All I know is I getting good music from them fellas and them consistently. Right? But I keep a ton of album Prophecy. I put that recently and I was like, ooh, this is real fire, boy.
Album, man.
You understand? One of the artists that make that change, even though there wasn't really gunman, but more girls and thing, and make that change was Buju, boy.
Yeah.
When Buju went from that type of dancehall to that conscious, with that Till Shiloh,
Yes, sir.
that mash up the world.
Yeah.
Fine, like chili beans.
Chili, baby.
Watch, man, I gotta look for the pieces.
Yeah. Dust. You don't have no song to skip on the album.
No.
Not a song.
How much fun? People operating like in prayer mode when nothing comes. Strange this feeling I'm feeling of your love. We will always leave it. You know what I'm thinking that?
Nah,
That's
you know that,
how the album let's start.
Yeah.
Though you may think my fate is in vain.
Yeah.
Till Shiloh we chant Rastafari. And then you chant come in.
Yeah.
Whoa! What's going on? Again, let me talk about that word song, Paul. Whole different vibe in the place. Whole different vibe in the place.
Yeah.
I'm talking about pause racing. Right? And that is all I telling people, boy. Do what you have to do, but don't come and try to sell me it and justify it in a way like it don't have an effect, boy. And music have an effect, boy. I wanna be loved, not for who you
think I am.
it was a vibe, a whole vibe, boy.
Yeah. Party could be dead. Flat. Everybody lean up on the wall. You throw on that song there. Party mash up.
Telling you, and that is what it is.
Party mash up.
You know, that wood song power, like you get them Anthony B, when Anthony B sing this song, oh God, it was not in my head, a cappella in the dump.
In the dump?
Yeah, he walking through the dump. Oh my God. Anthony B, big tune is a kind of a cappella, but he'll have like just little instruments behind it, but not like a traditional beat. Oh,
like how Kettle Drum was.
Right. But less music than that.
I can't remember.
Somebody in the chat help me there, boy. Oh my God. That tune, it used to make you straighten up. With the bag of people, you make us suffer. For the blood money that make you richer. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
I
That's you,
remember,
that, yeah.
I remember being in dance.
Yeah.
Real thing. And
Scrub
tune
down.
come on. And the place just got somber kind of. You can end your party with that, then it's like a closing prayer.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing like with soca, like to end on a high. I remember I had a fire fit. And this make news and Marshall tell everybody run so.
Toro, yeah. Pick up the fence.
Fence and thing break down.
Yeah.
That's the power of the word.
Yeah.
And it just have some people
who command it.
All of us had our share that command,
Of course.
But it just has some people that master it.
Yeah, the gift of gab.
Master it. Not even just the gift of gab, they could just like, because somebody else could go and sing Toro and do get a
please.
And do get a effect at all.
When Dylan and them sing that, it's not the same.
People run out.
Yeah.
And literally run through the fence.
Yeah. Serious.
Yeah, son.
Yeah, serious. You mash up plenty venues with that boy.
Nigel and Marvin Lewis.
Moving to the left.
Did say they stop them from singing it in certain places or something.
Yeah.
So if I remember how it was,
moving
to the left is the name of the song. Move back to the right and can't go. And I tell you, moving to the left, King.
Yeah.
Imagine you in a place with 25,000 people, and you watching them. The man singing moving to the left, and it looking like everybody moving in time
to the left. Yeah.
That shit was amazing, yo. But now we could look back at that and realize how powerful some of these people and them is. Footsteps.
Yeah.
Footsteps.
What?
Don't do that in no way that is upstairs and not strong.
What? You coming through the ground, boy. Stamp it harder. Man pulling that force from the head.
Footsteps, stamping and they start to stamp. That is the power, boy.
Yeah. Mr. Heartless is the name of this song.
Yeah, that big tune, boy. You understand? And it's like that. Now we get them a classic one, Black Stalin. Tonight the black man feeling the party.
Yeah.
Watchman, no matter how old they get, that will always mash up our dance. Because when he talk in that tune, he talking to all the way, and as you get older, you will understand. Remember I tell you that today. See that song, as you get older, you will understand it. And tell your wife, hey, I don't make her everything. Get it, let Karen see what I'm trying tonight.
Yeah.
We going out.
Yeah.
Dress up.
Yeah.
When rigors of life come and depending on how you're living and thing, you will understand why that is important and necessary. That is this song, that is that power, boy.
Yeah.
And that's why I respect artists that could put that in the music. Right?
I big up the writers too. Because Corey and them, FBE, who write Fog, jeez, and they
them brothers different.
Woo!
Them are some music to the name, and it have a sweetness to the music.
Yeah, boy.
And for me, that it just keep growing because Kes Falling. It's like every year for me. Yeah, like every year for me. That particular tune now falling, it does get better.
Yeah, I had on my phone. Didn't play no games of that.
Yeah. But
I thought Marshall had sing that song for about a good 2 years. So that's how good it was.
Yeah, but nah.
It had that kind of vibe behind it now.
Yeah.
You see that when he started? You see that fuck up the place?
What?
You want me mash up the dance?
I'm winding up in this session.
Damn, fuck up the place?
Yeah. I feel,
and that is what it is. You bring that vibe.
I just take off my clothes. I tell you that shit.
You know, and Mendoza is one of the people in the chat go know about that too because he was just on a stage last month where there are a few thousand people in front of you and you commanding them.
Yeah, but let me go to the boss of bosses.
Who's that?
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, boy.
When that brother, he didn't say nothing.
No.
Super Bowl.
I don't want to let you come back to Trinidad.
Yeah, let me come back. Super Blue.
I see them.
Yeah, Super Blue come out and stand up on the stage. Yeah, that is it.
All it and the place shaking.
What?
Oh, you hear Super Blue come?
Yeah,
And when they look Super Blue on top of something,
yeah.
Super Blue.
Oh yeah, oh yo.
Oh, God.
What? And then they hear that one.
Real power. I would like, for another time, Mendoza to tell we how on the receiving and our people with that energy, how does it feel, boy?
Yeah. You mean as the artist?
Yeah, he was just on our stages, a couple, maybe 10,000, no more people.
Yeah.
And you performing for them and they're ranting and raving. How you just feel now receiving back the energy because you giving off energy with your wood song.
Yeah.
How you just feel receiving that, boy. And I tell them already when you come back in Trinidad, the other come back.
Yeah. Certain artists speak through telepathy. Yeah.
Super Blue.
For sure. He mastered that talk about this. Yeah.
Whereas I see that I old enough to been to a few Caribbean brass festivals. Where they used to be running back and forth.
Yeah.
2 stages. That's how big this was, eh? 1 stage here, 1 stage there.
Yeah.
This band done perform.
Yeah, they go on the next
I
side.
go down here to see the band perform.
The next one.
Because so much of bands, that was what I was trying, and then I think that the revolving stage.
Yeah.
Whereas I see Super Blue stand up, and Brass Fest was probably the
One of the
biggest
biggest.
fete.
It was the biggest festival.
The biggest fete in the carnival at a time. So when you go to a PSA grounds, there are 30,000 people in this little space. And then, you're tuned bad when that dust started raise.
Cloud is a cloud.
Everybody, everybody taking up and that dust started raise up.
Yeah.
And I see Super Blue come and just stand up. I see this, I experience this. And mean understand it properly now. Oh, Virgin Snags, I will cut out this clip, this part of lane. I would just say this, right?
Yeah.
The man gets superpowers, you know. Because let me just say he's Tyler size. The man pick up something about 5 times his size, you know. I wouldn't say what he pick up. And I witnessed to this, and running up and down. But that is that power, boy. And if we could
harness it.
turn up, we harness it. We just didn't harness it to benefit. We don't want to say if we could turn that towards ourselves, our communities, our families, our loved ones, right? And use that to our benefit. But we seeing big changes, boy. Big changes, boy.
And to speak power into your children too. I tell my children that I none of my children will be failures. None.
See, yeah, it had to be. That is so I share. Certain artists speak to the performance is a potent
intangible power. Intangible? That tangible, you can feel it.
Nah, but what I would probably agree the intangible is that you can't quantify it. You could probably talk about it.
That invaluable.
Right? But no, but you can't quantify it to say like this is what you just do and how you can't put it in one
all right, I understand.
shell.
Yeah, I understand.
You know?
I understand.
We could talk about it, the artists and them go tell us about it, but I don't feel it in no specific way. Spain go no more.
Yeah, boy.
Oh God.
We have one more in the team. We have one more. Morocco inside still.
That line, that Morocco kit.
Yeah, it had.
Morocco
They
kit.
could win the World Cup just based on that alone for me.
That green and red.
What?
Yeah, boy.
I know green lover, but the red boy.
That kind of shocked me. Understand? So people, We gotta do that love thing, boy.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me remember the power of the word, the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
You know, you speak power into yourself, that positive self-talk. Try and listen to something positive every morning. And if possible, when you're going to sleep, listen to something positive too, because that's affect your dreams.
My positive thing for sleeping, I started back to do it recently. I used to sleep with music long time.
Yeah,
I start back to do it.
Yeah.
Right? I always, and people just laugh at me. I'm an old soul. I might be 43 years physically.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably 1,000 years old. Because the kind of music that does catch me is music from the 1940s and 50s and Duke Ellington and them kind of people and them Miles Davis and them when them started instruments, that jazz started thing that is reaching to my soul. So depends on how I feel. I would either put on that to go and sleep or put on Orisha music to go and sleep. Wake up in the morning, I might interchange.
Yeah.
Right? But then it's just how sometimes I wake up in the morning and I just want to hear your own thoughts now. And especially where I live in now, I'm going back to hearing birds and thing in the morning now.
Yeah.
That used to be a real important part of my day.
Yeah. Affirmations as well. In simple things, you know, you speak as I was talking to you earlier and saying that, you know, if there are certain things you want to achieve, you know, you talk to yourself, I am brave, I am powerful, I am successful. You know, you speak those things into the world now because those things will manifest. And you wouldn't realize it until it don't happen. I'd be like, but wait now, I used to say this all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, that's the gist of the topic today. You know, the word, the sound, and the power. But we try and bring it back to the community too.
I'm not trying.
You know, let me just do it, yeah. Trying is having no intention to fail.
All right, but we have to do it. Marcus Garvey, it's our thing. I need a song like he Carlin.
Yeah.
We can do it. We will do it. We shall do it. But when they actually hear it in his words,
yeah,
it sound like he Carlin now, but he trying to get you to understand,
passion,
to understand and accept that we have to do it. You understand? We who claim to know have to do it.
Correct.
Right? And again, we have to live in love, and love do necessarily mean all that mushy thing we just see on TV. It could be as simple as starting to hail out your neighbor, starting to operate a different way with your children and your family. Right? So all your more love, more life in good health.
Black man.
Will be safe. I wish I command, protection for everybody from any negative force, mental, spiritual, physical, emotional, or financial. And we will be back right here
next week.
Next week is we last for the year.
I don't know.
Only
if we make it so.
After that, it might be a little tickly for me now.
Well, we go figure it out.
Because we'll know we gotta come in for Davison watches.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, when Davison watches
touchdown. He's supposed to be here like last Tuesday in the month.
Yeah, we got
Journey.
do that now, you know.
Yeah.
I actually really excited about that because I'm a bread, you know.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Because if I was doing this program alone, you would have definitely had to be one of them people, and them here too now, because I said people have a kind of a different feel in talking with people that you know genuinely support you, genuinely want to see you do better.
Yeah.
And people who you just build with now, you have good vibes with.
Yeah.
It just have a different vibe. So I'm really looking forward to having Bambi here.
All right. So, Black Man feeling to party.
Oh, God.
There we go now, man.
Run the tune there.
If this is correct.
I ain't not live.
The public live, yeah. Nothing right now, man.
Because them really just perform like we.
Bang, 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 bang. some fun. I'm just feeling so funny. The way we used to when we was young. Just put on something sexy. So you'll be free to move around. Make your children okay. We ain't coming home until morning come. Oh, then tell me why? Why? Tonight the black man just feels so boogie woogie. Come on, hold on to you. And let me do a little. Ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam-bam. Lam-ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam. Lam-bam-bam-bam, de-lam-bam-ba-lam-bam. Lam-ba-tam-ba-tam-ba-tam-ba-tam-ba-tam-ba-tam. Tobago, let the world hear you, man. Leave your worries while we talk them. But that tonight we have no time. We go deal with that too. Tonight we come out here to line. We go do a little soca. We go do a little cry. We go do a little back. And show them youngsters how to wine. Why? Tonight the black man just feels so. Come on, hold on to your man. Now let me do a little. Ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam-bam. Lam-ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam. Lam-bam-bam-bam, de-lam-bam-ba-lam-bam. Lam-ba-dam-ba-dam-ba-dam-ba-dam-ba-dam. Remember when we was, before we had it, family, anyway to it. Two people sure to be there was we. Since we start having children, to make them strong we give dance up. So tonight, man, love you. We turn it back the hands of the clock. All you tell me why? Tonight the black man feeling the party. Ring band time. Tonight the black man feeling the jam. Tonight the black man just feels the boogie. Come on, hold on to your man. Now let me do a little. Ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam-bam. Lam-ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam-bam. Lam-ba-ba-la-ba-lam-ba-lam-bam-bam. Jump. When my fans and them tell me they find me correct going fine, I just simply have to tell them you're the driving force behind. You're the one that gives me courage. You're the one that has me great. So for that tonight, me da, love you. We come out here to celebrate. Sing it for me. Tonight the black man feeling the party. I ain't hear you what? Tonight the black man feeling the jam. Tonight the black man just feels so boogie woogie. Come on, hold on to your